Ian McDiarmid is a Scottish character actor and director. He has appeared in 47 films since 1976. Internationally, he is most famous for his role as Palpatine in the Star Wars film series. Early life. McDiarmid was born in Carnoustie, Scotland. He became a theatre aficionado when he was 5 years old, when his father took him to see an act named Tommy Morgan at a theatre in Dundee. In 2004, he stated, "It sort of fascinated me, and it also scared me. All those lights, all that makeup. I said to myself, I don't know what this is, but I want it." However, fearing his father's disapproval, McDiarmid attended the University of St Andrews, where he received an MA in psychology. Soon after, he decided to pursue a career in the theatre instead, and took acting training courses at the Royal Scottish Academy of Music and Drama in Glasgow. In 1968, McDiarmid received a gold medal for his work, the first of many recognitions given to him for his work in the theatre. McDiarmid claimed he became its recipient by doing all the boring jobs you have to do when you are young, to eke out an existence. Theatre. McDiarmid is renowned for his work in British theatre, having won plaudits as an actor and director from a wide variety of sources. He has starred in a variety of Shakespeare plays, including Hamlet, The Tempest, Much Ado About Nothing, Ross and the Porter in Trevor Nunn's 1976 Macbeth, The Merchant of Venice and King Lear. From April to June 2012, he played the title role in Timon of Athens at Chicago Shakespeare Theatre. He played Ivanov in Tom Stoppard's play Every Good Boy Deserves Favor at the Mermaid Theatre in 1978. From 1990, McDiarmid and Jonathan Kent served as the artistic directors of the Almeida Theatre in Islington, London, gaining the commitment of prominent actresses such as Glenda Jackson and Claire Bloom for their productions. The two men resigned in 2001 with the venue in good shape. In 1998, they shared the Special Evening Standard Award for Theatrical Achievement of the Year. Their tenure was marked by a string of highly successful performances involving actors such as Kevin Spacey and Ralph Fiennes. While connected with the Almeida, McDiarmid directed plays such as Venice Preserved and Hippolytus. In 2002, McDiarmid won Almeida Theatre's Critics' Circle Award for Best Actor for his role as Teddy in a revival of Brian Friel's Faith Healer. 5 years later, in 2006, he reprised this role in his debut on Broadway. Directed by Kent, he performed alongside Ralph Fiennes and Cherry Jones, and won the Tony Award for Best Performance by a Featured Actor in a Play. One theatrical performance of note is his portrayal of Harry Hackamore in Sam Shepard's play Seduced. By McDiarmid's own description, Hackamore was a Howard Hughes-type character. To play the part, he was made up in prosthetics, including a false beard and long fingernails. McDiarmid was only 37 at the time, and this convinced George Lucas and Richard Marquand that he could convincingly play a much older character in extreme cinematic close-up, which helped him land the role of Palpatine. Star Wars. After a minor part in the film Dragon Slayer, McDiarmid was cast by George Lucas in Return of the Jedi as Emperor Palpatine, the main villain. 16 years after appearing in Return of the Jedi, he reprised the role as the character's younger incarnation of Senator Palpatine and Sith Lord Darth Sidious in the prequel films, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. The prequels had him play two faces to his character. He recreated his horrific interpretation of Palpatine from Return of the Jedi when playing Darth Sidious, the Chancellor's Sith alter ego, but created an attractive, pleasant and seductive character in Palpatine's public persona. While he had previously achieved little recognition for this role, due to the extensive prosthetics used for the character which made him unrecognizable, he received widespread attention and critical acclaim for his expanded role in the prequels. In the 2004 re-release of The Empire Strikes Back, A brief scene between Darth Vader and a hologram of Emperor Palpatine was updated to include McDiarmid. The Emperor was originally voiced by Clive Revill for that scene, and visually portrayed by Elaine Baker, the wife of makeup designer Rick Baker. With this addition to The Empire Strikes Back, McDiarmid has now appeared in every film version in which Palpatine appears. He has also worked with the Star Wars Expanded Universe as the voice of Palpatine in the video games of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Super Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back and Super Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. McDiarmid made a small appearance during Celebration Europe, and on 23–26 August 2012, he attended Celebration VI in Orlando, Florida and had his own show titled The Phantom Menace. Ian McDiarmid, hosted by James Arnold Taylor, in which he talked about his experience working on Star Wars and how he landed the role of Palpatine. Ian McDiarmid also voiced a pig version of Palpatine for a promo video on For Angry Birds Star Wars 2, entitled Join the Pork Side. Television and radio. McDiarmid took an early role as Mickey Hamilton, a killer intent on avenging the death of his wife and child in The Professionals for London Weekend Television. In 1990, he starred in the Masonic Mysteries episode of Inspector Morse as the psychopathic conman Hugo de Vries. In 1997, McDiarmid played the villain, Ronald Hinks, in Touching Evils, Through the Clouds, The Lost Boys. Parts 1 and 2, he played the role of police detective Porfiry Petrovich in the BBC's 2002 adaptation of Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. In 2003, McDiarmid took the role of the Stuart statesman Edward Hyde, in the BBC series Charles II, The Power and the Passion. In 2005, he portrayed the part of Satan in the 41-part BBC 4 radio drama based on John Milton's Paradise Lost, which was subsequently rebroadcast on BBC 7. Recently, he played the writer and pioneer of policing, Henry Fielding, in the Channel 4 historical drama series City of Ice and Dennis Thatcher in 2009's Margaret. McDiarmid played Intelligence Chief Leclerc in a 2009 BBC radio dramatisation of John le Carré's The Looking-Glass War. In 2014, he played a leading role as British Foreign Secretary Sir Edward Grey in the BBC television drama 37 Days, which is about the diplomatic crisis preceding the First World War. He also had a recurring role on Series 2 of Utopia playing the role of Anton. Work in theatre. Stage appearances: Hamlet, Open Space Theatre, London, 1972. And They Put Handcuffs on the Flowers, Open Space Theatre, London, 1973. In the Jungle of Cities, Place Theatre, London, 1973. Macbeth, Belgrade Theatre, Coventry, England, 1973. Then Bankside Globe Theatre, London, 1973. Measure for Measure, Royal Shakespeare Company, Stratford-on-Avon, England, 1974. Macbeth, Royal Shakespeare Company, Aldwych Theatre, London, 1975. Macbeth, Royal Shakespeare Company, Other Place Theatre, Stratford-on-Avon, England, 1976. Destiny, Royal Shakespeare Company, Other Place Theatre, 1976. Dingo, Royal Shakespeare Company, Other Place Theatre, 1976. Schweik in the Second World War, Royal Shakespeare Company, Other Place Theatre, 1976. Then Warehouse Theatre, London, 1977. Much Ado About Nothing, Royal Shakespeare Company, Royal Shakespeare Theatre, Stratford-on-Avon, 1976. Then Aldwych Theatre, 1977. That Good Between Us, Royal Shakespeare Company, Warehouse Theatre, 1977. Macbeth, Royal Shakespeare Company, Warehouse Theatre, 1977. The Days of the Commune, Royal Shakespeare Company, Aldwych Theatre, 1977. Dingo, Royal Shakespeare Company, Warehouse Theatre, 1978. Every Good Boy Deserves Favour, Mermaid Theatre, London, 1978. Mephisto, adapted by Gordon MacDougall from the book by Klaus Mann, Oxford Playhouse Company, The Roundhouse Theatre, London, 1981. The World's New Half Moon Theatre, London, 1981. Ezra, New Half Moon Theatre, 1981. Insignificance, Royal Court Theatre, London, 1982. Tales from Hollywood, National Theatre, 1983. The Merchant of Venice, Royal Shakespeare Company, The Pit, 1984. The Party, Royal Shakespeare Company, The Pit, London, 1985. Henry V, Royal Shakespeare Company, Barbican Theatre, London, 1985. The War Plays, Royal Shakespeare Company, The Pit, 1985. Crimes in Hot Countries, Royal Shakespeare Company, The Pit, 1985. The Castle, Royal Shakespeare Company, The Pit, 1985. Downchild, Royal Shakespeare Company, The Pit, 1985. Edward II, Royal Exchange Theatre, Manchester, England, 1986. The Saxon Shore, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1986. Creditors, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1986. The Danton Affair, Royal Shakespeare Company, Barbican Theatre, 1986. Don Carlos, Royal Exchange Theatre, 1987. The Black Prince, Aldwych Theatre, 1989. Volpone, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1990. The Rehearsal, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1990. Lulu, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1991. Hippolytus, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1991. The School for Wives, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1993. Hated Nightfall, A Royal Exchange Theatre, Manchester, England, 1995. Tartuffe, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1996. The Government Inspector, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1997. The Doctor's Dilemma, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1998. The Jew of Malta, Almeida Theatre, 1999. The Tempest, Almeida Theatre, 2001. Faith Healer, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 2001. Faith Healer, Gate Theatre in Dublin, 2001-2002. The Embalmer, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 2002. Henry IV, Royal Exchange Theatre, Manchester, England, 2004. Lear, Sheffield Crucible, 2005. Faith Healer, Booth Theatre, 2006. John Gabriel Borkman, Donmar Warehouse, 2007. Jonah and Otto, Manchester Royal Exchange, 2008. Be Near Me, National Theatre of Scotland and Donmar Warehouse, 2009. 6 Characters in Search of an Author, Headlong Theatre, 2008-2010. The Prince of Homburg, Donmar Warehouse, 2010. Emperor and Galilean, National Theatre, 2011. The Faith Machine, Royal Court Theatre, 2011. Timon of Athens, Chicago Shakespeare Theatre, 2012. Life of Galileo, Royal Shakespeare Company, Stratford, 2013. Merchant of Venice, Almeida, London, 2014. Stage Director Venice Preziv, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1986. Don Juan, Royal Exchange Theatre, 1988. The Possibilities, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1988. Scenes from an Execution, Almeida Theatre, 1990. The Rehearsal, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1990. Volpone, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1990. Lulu, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1991. Hippolytus, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1991. A Hard Heart, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1992. Venice Preserved, Almeida Theatre Company, Almeida Theatre, 1995. Filmography. Theatrical Film Television Awards and nominations.